Okay, recording.
Okay. Good morning, namaste.
Good morning.
Welcome to our Sunday service in the park. And it's such a beautiful morning, and I'm going to take this off so that you can hear me. Good morning. There we are. Good to see everyone, and it's such a beautiful day. So we're going to start our service off today with a beautiful invocation by our practitioner, Candace. Thank you, Candace.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
As has become our tradition, we like to light a candle at the beginning of service. And so after I light the candle, I'll have you repeat after me what is our affirmation for the day. And that sets the tone for this service out in the beauty of this park. So our affirmation, just repeat after me. There is only one life.
There is only one life.
That life is God's life.
That life is God's life.
That life is perfect.
That life is perfect.
That life is my life now.
That life is my life now.
So we welcome the indwelling Spirit that is the truth of who and what we are, the infinite love, absolute divine right order, harmony, and intelligence of all life, expressing right here and right now as all. So I invite you to just be quiet for a moment. Hear the birds, and know that too is God expressing. As we hear the dog bark at the other end of the park, feel the wind against our cheeks, and know that that is all spirit, that spirit is all there is. This one life, this one power, this one essence that is life-giving, that is goodness, that is peace and love. That is the truth of who and what all life is. So we open just a tiny bit more to this truth in our own unique way, each and every one of us. I give thanks for this opportunity to be together, for this thing we call life. I affirm and claim that Reverend Bobby, our senior minister, is having a wonderful vacation. I give thanks for Reverend Veronica and our music here with Kong and just everyone, for the blessing that we are to ourselves and to all life. And together we say, and so it is.
I'm going to come over here, so I don't need the lyrics. Can I have my backup singers again today?
Oh, all right. Backup singers, baby.
I know it's a little different.
It's like, I'll come out of there.
And you guys feel free to stand up. I know it's cozy, comfortable, but we can clap, dance, have a good time. I am alive with the Spirit of God.
I am alive with the Spirit of God. I am alive with the Spirit of God.
Oh!
I am alive with the Spirit of God. I am alive with the Spirit of
recommits. Okay. We've been named.
Okay. So good morning, Namaste. I'm Susan Kaylock. I'm your president of the Board of Trustees, and I welcome you here. Beautiful day in the park. Got a text message from Bobby, Rev Bobby. She sends her love to everyone. She is enjoying herself. She's now in Colorado. And it's at this time I'm going to invite Julie up. Here. There you are. Okay. So if you'll all, I'm like, where'd you go? If you'll join me in affirming who we are.
I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is love, truth, light, and peace. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we recognize that we are one. Namaste.
I'll try and frame it.
And then if you'll join me in stating our mission statement.
I learn practice
I have mine too.
a practice in a loving, connective, and vibrant community to reveal my power and change my life.
And the way that we do that is we awaken to the truth of who we are. We realize these truths, and in realizing these truths, we transform our life. And then we repeat this again and again. Each time we go at a deeper level and transform even more. In our power statements, I don't have that. We are a thriving, dynamic, spiritual community. Hashtag we are Namaste. Hashtag this stuff works. And on to announcements. We mentioned it a couple Sundays ago, but due to the Delta variant and the surge that's going on in Long Beach, we're going to keep our masks on until further notice, putting our mask optional option on hold. Next Sunday, July 18th, we'll have Reverend Carol Lott speaking. She'll be speaking on the topic, Free Your Mind and the Rest Will Follow. It's not easy, people, just free your mind. Wednesday evening, July 21st at 7 p.m., we have The Circle, hosted by Valerie Day. She's bringing back old school and going to be doing a childhood activity of show and tell. So join us on the 21st. Have something to share that makes your heart sing, that brings joy, inspires you, or something that's just important to you that you can then share with the group. You do have to register. Go to the Namaste calendar to find the link for Eventbrite. There's a new class beginning, taught by our very own Rev Veronica. Yay! This will begin on July 22nd. It is, oh my gosh, I just lost it. Discover the abundance within. So learn transformational practices to empower your life. A lot of the class is based on the book Open Your Mind to Prosperity by Catherine Ponders. It's 4 Thursdays beginning July 22nd, 7 p.m. online. It's $75 for the 4 sessions, and they are not consecutive. So if you're interested, please look at the Namaste calendar to get the exact dates. Uncommon Conversations continue with Rev Bobby. It's a series of talks with spiritual leaders serving in diverse ways. You can find this on our YouTube channel. You can also go to public television channel LA36, and you can find it online under the title Unlocking Your Life. Namaste has a channel set up. The regional choir is still on hiatus, although I think there is a new director that might be coming soon to get this choir started again. Yay! And then lastly, don't forget weekday prayer support and connection Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. led by our wonderful practitioner. Great.
crazy.
All right. Let's take a second and see if we can go a little deeper. I'm held in love. I'm held in peace. God is holding me with every breath and every step. God is holding me. 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 I'm held in love. I'm held in peace. God is holding me with every breath and every step. God is holding me. 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 God is holding me.
This is the part of our service where we just continue to go within. I have a quote for you. The moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves in. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision which no one could have dreamed would have come their way. And that's by W.H. Murray, the famous Scottish mountaineer and writer. And from Mark Nepo's book, The Book of Awakening, Mark writes, "We'd all like a guarantee before making a decision or taking a risk. But the irony is that taking the risk is what opens us to our fate. It's like wanting to know what things will taste like before putting them in your mouth. It just can't be figured out that way. I always seem to be relearning that real commitment comes before I know where anything is going. I always seem to be relearning that real commitment comes before I know where anything is going. That's what listening to your heart is all about. Without asking to be whole, the divine essence waits inside everything, the way bread hardens if never bitten into. So I invite you to center yourselves, and with each breath, commit your being to where you are right now. With each breath, commit yourself to being where you are. I'd like to invite you all to stand up and just stand in place. And we're going to lift up our leg and feel the commitment of landing, and then feel the risk in lifting up the other leg. Feel the commitment of landing and feel the risk in lifting the other leg. Feel the commitment of landing and the risk in lifting. So wherever you are on your spiritual journey, know that commitment leaves no room for hesitation. You can all sit down now. That in the commitment, we release into the law of creation our powerful intention, and that law can say yes. It always says yes, but it's us being mindful of where and how we do that. So thank you for being here. I'm going to invite Kong back up for a beautiful song that we've all been handed out the lyrics to, and I think that'll be a wonderful way for us to join you.
Thank you, Candace. And if you guys don't know it yet, you haven't done your homework. Just kidding. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost for one, everything I ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, get ready, my soul. Thank you.
There you go.
Beautiful song. Beautiful.
Great song choice.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Good job out there. We had a lot of congas now. Watch out, Nikki and Valerie. Your jobs are. Good morning, namaste.
Good morning.
Oh, it's so good to be here. So good to be here. Get ready to dive in. That's what I loved about that song. Yes, yes. So, is your resistance great? Is your commitment great? Is your resistance greater than your commitment? No. Is your commitment greater than your resistance? That's what we're going to talk about today. Because I'm sure there are some of you who might have some resistance occasionally in your life.
Yes.
Maybe. Well, you know what? You're here. So you moved past your resistance to be here, right? Because I'm sure when you woke up this morning, you know, there was the temptation to stay in bed and have a cup of coffee and just enjoy the morning. But no, you moved through it. You're here. So congratulations. Your commitment was stronger than your resistance. Good job. Good job. And for those of you in internet land, our love streamers, thank you for being online and watching our service here as well. It does, whatever actions that you take towards your spiritual growth are steps towards your commitment. And that's what I want to talk about today. And thank you, beautiful butterfly, for blessing us. How did you know you were going to be part of my talk today? I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but it's beautiful. It's blessing us. Yes. So, he loves our energy, yes?
Yes.
Yes. So Ernest Holmes tells us in our decree of what we believe in Science of Mind, we believe that heaven is within us and that we experience it to the degree that we become conscious of it.
Yes.
To the degree that we become conscious of the heaven that resides within us. Yes, that is what spiritual growth is. That term, to the degree. So we're always turning up the degree of how we experience heaven on earth, the kingdom of heaven that resides within us. And so that's what I want to talk to you about, is what is our commitment to our spiritual growth, and what is the resistance that we come across along the journey, because it is a journey. We don't like reach it and get there and like, oh, you know, the angels and the harps play and we have arrived, you know, and then somebody cuts you off on the freeway and then all the harps and the angels go away. We become human again. So the steps to spiritual growth that are laid out by Michael Beckwith, he says that the first step is the stage of victim. Like you live the life of victim, like things are happening to me. And we all do it. We still do it. Yeah. I mean, we know, as long as we've been in this movement, or as short as we've been in this movement, we find that place in us that says, oh, why did they do that to me? And so we get to learn from that, because we remember who we are, and that we are spiritual expressions, and that we are projectors. You know those old school projectors? They have the reels on them, and then they cast up on the screen. Well, that's who we are. We are projectors, and the film that's placed, the reel, and it's not, when I say our or we put what's on that film, but our ancestors, our parents. So some of it's there that we aren't aware of until we become aware of it, of course. And that's where spiritual growth happens. But so the victim stage is where things are happening to me. The next step is the manifester stage, where we learn, oh, if I put my attention, my emotions into something, I can manifest a life that I love. I can start to begin to know that God, that there's a law out there that we can use to create good in our life. So we become a manifester. But sometimes manifesting everything from a parking space to a car to a home, are we finding true fulfillment? Are we still seeking fulfillment through things? So that's the next step in our spiritual growth. Once we have some things, we find, there's still something missing. And so stage 3 is when we become a channel, God working through me. And sometimes people say, oh, I know there's like aversion to the word channel. Sometimes it's like, woo, wooey, or woohoo, or foo-foo, or something. And a channel is really just an inlet. And I started thinking, I said, Spirit, what does it mean, channel? And so first vision I got was this was a channel. And I said, no, that's not it, Spirit. I don't think that's it. And there's a resistance, right? And then channel, I said, channel, like the perfume? And Spirit said, no, that's Chanel. Oh, okay. Okay, wait, a channel. What are we? It's not a flask, by the way. But I started to think what a channel is. And a channel, if you think about water flowing through, like here in Long Beach, we have channels of water. And there are sides that hold, the container that holds the water as it flows. So we are channels for Spirit. And to the degree, as Ernest says, to the degree that we allow ourselves to open is to the degree that we can experience the kingdom of heaven. We allow Spirit to work through us as a channel. So we're not trying to create something. We're allowing Spirit to come through us, and we're not attached to the results. We're allowing the greatest expression of who we are and why we were put on this earth for our highest purpose and our highest good. We're allowing that to unfold. So that's a channel for Spirit. And then stage 4, the last stage, was expressing as God. This is like the enlightenment stage where the Buddha and Jesus have expressed from. There's no separation. Everything exists within God. And so everything, Jesus knew, Buddha knew, everything existed within them. There was no separation. The tree was them. You were them. Everything existed within them. There's this enlightened stage where there's no separation. And that's stage 4 of our spiritual growth. And some might be striving towards that, feeling that experience of all that is, and then feeling that presence. And some may have experienced that to a certain degree. So that's the 4 stages. And so you kind of want to look at yourself where you're at. And like I said, it's not linear. It's not like you graduate and then you're no longer in the victim stage and you get a certificate. No, okay? We're bouncing around, and the more time we spend in spiritual practice, the more we can move into the next stage. And these are not levels, so I know our ego wants to say, oh, we're moving higher and higher, and now I'm this stage, and now my ego's like happy because I got the certificate. You know, no. This is a spiral. This is a spiral. And so those are stages that we talk about. And so if we look at our lives, we can see exactly what we're committed to, right? Pause. Take a breath. So if we look at our let's look at our bank account and we peruse through where we spend our money, we can see what we're committed to. If we take a look at where we spend our time, we can see what we're committed to. Now, I might say, oh, I want to be healthy and fit. And then I look at my bank account and there's all kinds of charges for, McDonald's and ice cream shop. Okay, I'm there. Okay, right. So we look where there's a mismatch, a misalignment, and then that can kind of give us an idea of where we are committed. But that's okay. We're taking a breath here. We're human. This is not a place of judgment. I learned something really powerful, and that was judgment is. Judgment holds into place that which you are judging. So as you are judging it, you're just holding it into place. And so we can bless it. Oh, that's my humanity. Oh, look where I spent my money this time. It's a blessing to be able to have that awareness. That awareness in itself is a blessing. To be able to pause and take a look without judgment is a blessing. Yes. So it's our step. It's our step to spiritual involvement. And I believe that's why we're here, yes, to become a greater version of ourselves.
Yes.
But then, dun dun dun, resistance comes in. That resistance. What is that resistance anyway? It's just an energy. It's just an energy that wants to keep us small. It's just an energy that's fearful. That was a really great lesson that you spoke of today, Candace, because yes, it's the part of us that wants to know that there's a stepping stone when we take that next step. There's a part of us that wants to know it's there, and I'm not going to take that next step until I see it, and I feel it, and I know it's solid and secure. How many can relate with that? Yes? That's security. And security is what we seek when we don't feel safe. Because we don't feel safe, that we might get hurt, that someone else might hurt us. And so there is that pause of seeking security. But where do we really find our security? Where is that security? It's in God. God resides within us. So we can tap into the security of God. I actually did a meditation, and I just sat and asked God, what is security? And it showed, God revealed itself to me. It's like, there's nothing else. There's nothing else that can hurt or harm you if I am your source and supply, right? If I am it, the big G, okay?
Yes.
Yes. So when we go within, and I'm going to invite you to do that. When you go home tonight or in the morning, sit with it. Sit with it as long as you can. If you can set aside an hour to sit and ask and talk to God and say, well, show me security so that I don't have to feel unsafe. So that I can move to the next level of my good, to the next version of my higher self. But sometimes, dun, 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 that resistance, it comes back. But what if? And so I'm going to ask for a volunteer to come up and do a demonstration with me. Valerie, would you like to demonstrate with me? With me, please.
Sure.
Okay, I appreciate your volunteerism. Okay. All right. So I want you to turn your back to our congregation first. Okay, you guys. This right here. This is all the good in the whole universe. This right here. Okay.
Yes,
It
yes,
represents all the good you could ever download and beyond your heart's desires could ever know. Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay. Valerie, turn towards me, please. All right. So, I want to tell you that I see the good. There's so much good in this universe. I can see it. Can't you?
I don't see it. What are you talking about?
You can't see it?
Uh-uh.
No?
No.
Do you guys see it?
Yes.
You guys see it?
Yes.
Does
I
that-
don't see it. What are
You
you
don't see
talking
it?
about?
Don't you feel that way sometimes? Like everybody else has more good than us and we can't
Yeah.
see it?
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
Uh-uh.
Are you sure? But all this good is here for you.
No, I'm not seeing it. What are you talking about? I see a cup.
Well, yeah, but it's right here. I can see it. It's right in front of you.
No.
No?
No, I don't think you're. I think you're crazy.
Well, I just want to tell you that the good is here for you. All you have to do is just reveal it.
Okay.
Okay?
Really?
Mhm, yeah,
Reveal it.
yeah.
I don't know. Reveal it.
Well, yeah, but everybody else can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No,
all good.
I don't believe you.
Okay. You know that feeling that we have that it seems like everybody else is happier than us, or
Yes.
how come they have a better car than I do, or
Yeah.
how come their house is bigger than mine? You know that feeling?
Yeah.
Right? They're separate, right?
Yeah.
But they keep telling us it's there for our good.
Yeah.
Right? They keep telling us God has everything for us, but yet how come they have this and I don't? Anybody had that feeling before?
Yes.
Maybe it's a resistance. Okay, you ready to surrender?
Oh, I don't know. Surrender. That's a big word.
I know. God is a smaller word. How's that? We'll start there.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
God's pretty big though.
Yes. It's a smaller word than surrender, though. Okay. All right. So close your eyes.
Okay.
And just feel within. And I invite all of you to do the same. Feel within. Feel the God that resides within you. Feel that place within you where all needs are met. Feel that place within you that lets go of limiting beliefs of who you are. You are worthy. Say that to yourself silently, everyone. I am worthy. I say to yourself, I reveal God as my life. I allow God to work through me. Yes, yes. Feel it. Feel into the spirit that resides all around us. Okay. And open your eyes, Valerie. Do you believe that the universe conspires for your good?
I do.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you believe that God works through, in, and as you?
I do. Yes.
Yes. Do you believe that you are a worthy, beautiful child of God that deserves your heart's desires?
You know, I struggle with that, but yes.
Yes. To breathe that in. Yes, I believe that I am a worthy, beautiful child of God.
Yes, I believe that I'm a worthy, beautiful child of God.
Yes, yes. And slowly, the universe, this handle represents all the good that God has to offer you. And it's revealing itself to you as you surrender to God and to the truth of who you are. It reveals itself to you right here in this moment. Do you see it? Do you feel it? Do you accept it right here and right now? Yes. The good is there for you right now, this moment.
I take it?
You can.
I can
Of
take
course
it?
you
Oh
can.
my gosh, I can take it.
Yay! Yes, that's the key right there. To take it, to take our good,
Yes.
to receive it. Yes, hold on to that.
I'm going to take my good.
Yes. Yeah. So how do we melt the resistance? Is to remember who we are. To remember that we are not our problem.
No.
That we can open our hearts to the good. If we put our attention on our problems, what's going to grow?
More problems.
Amen. More problems. And did you know that problems are really just emblems? They're emblems for our consciousness. They're showing us what's going on within us. Because as much as I want to blame other people are showing me the cookie cutters that reside in my consciousness that are out picturing as the cookies called problems, right? If you get a cookie cutter that's a heart and you put it in the dough, what are you going to get?
A heart.
You're going to get a heart cookie, right? If you get a cookie cutter of blame and you put it in the dough, what are you going to get? A blame cookie, right? Don't eat it. Okay. So just remember that if your problems are emblems or symptomatic of consciousness, who has control of your consciousness?
I do.
Yay! That's good news. That's good news. Because every problem, there's a question waiting to be asked. The universe loves to answer questions. It says, ask the universe, like I said, what is the nature of security? Maybe you might want to ask, what is the nature of prosperity? And behind every question, there's an answer. The universe loves giving answers. That's the nature of the law. So behind every problem is an answer. And then behind every answer is an action. What's my next step to take? Do I wait for that? No, we don't. We just trust that stepping stone is going to be there. And then behind every action is the possibility of a new you. A new you because you ask the question, because you want to grow, because you're moving through resistance, through recognizing who you are and what you are. Yes, the infinite. You are infinite. Eternity and beyond. Yes. So as you ask questions, sit with it and allow the universe to answer. The answers will come. Sometimes they'll come, and if we're in resistance, we won't see them. Because what resistance does is it puts blinders on, side blinders. We can't see them. So stay in your meditation and prayer practice and ask the universe questions, because that question will lead to an answer. And an answer will lead to action. And then action will lead you to the new you, the new and the highest version of you. Because we know, as Thomas Troward tells us, that principle is not bound by precedent. We don't have to live yesterday's life tomorrow, okay? because we don't need to live. It's probably going to be this way. This is the way it's always been, so it's probably going to live this way, be this way. So we're not going to live in probability, right? We're going to live in possibility, because there's infinite possibilities available to us. You know, the vision boards are great. I love vision boards, but vision boards limit us to what we know. And God is in the business of miracles, and miracles reside in places that we don't know. So we just, as we surrender and let go of our resistance, we can dive into the world that we don't know, and more can be revealed to us. Doesn't that sound great?
Yes.
Doesn't that sound good?
Yes.
I call it scrumptious. Yes. And you know what? That butterfly that flew through here.
And still
You know,
is.
Is it still here?
Another
Awesome.
one. Another one.
Oh,
There've been like
they
3.
knew I was going to talk about them. So I learned about a caterpillar as it enters the cocoon. It doesn't resist. It knows what it's moving to a higher and greater expression of itself. And when it goes into the cocoon, it releases an enzyme that it digests itself, except for one small part. And I'll call that the God part. And that God part then uses that digested caterpillar to blossom and bloom and grow into a butterfly. So I think our job is to digest ourselves. Like really, to see and digest who we are. All of it. Whether it's all good. And we're all working on whatever it is that we're working on. But that's what a caterpillar surrenders to digesting itself, so that we can experience that beautiful butterfly. Yes, so we want to experience ourselves as that beautiful butterfly. And that experience is happening right now. As we go within one more time, take a deep breath. And you go within and recognize that I am the highest expression of the Holy Spirit. That all that God works through, in, and as myself. Put your hands on your heart, please. And then as I accept this truth, I surrender to my highest good, to my greatest good, and I trust. Even though I don't know the outcome. The outcome can only be God. What else is there? Yes, and if I don't like the outcome, I change the cookie cutter in my consciousness. Yes. So thank you, Holy Spirit, for this blessing of this beautiful day, for this blessing of consciousness, for this blessing of love and light and joy and the freedom to create and the freedom to let go. As we all take another holy breath together, feeling everything around us, it's residing within you. Everything around us is residing within you. You are the projector. See the good, find the good, bless everything else. One more deep breath in. And so it is. Amen. Yes, yes. Woo. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All right. It is now time. Woo, let me ground down here. We're at Conscious Giving. It's all good. Step in. I got the mic. I'll sing along with you. I'm just kidding. Little resistance there.
I got you good.
So now is the time for our conscious giving, and I just want to first start with thank you. Thank you for anything and everything that you have ever given to Namaste Center for Spiritual Living in this life or another. We appreciate everything that is given to make our center stay open, and that everyone that we create a community together. Yeah. And so I am so blessed to be a part of this community, and I'm grateful to be here. And thank you, Reverend Bobby, for giving me this opportunity. And so as you take your tithe and blessings, whether it's online, whether you give through Give Plus or Venmo, or whether you have it physically in your hand, just take your tithe and place it on your heart, knowing that that the law of circulation works through each and every one of us. That the law of circulation is the law. Yes. And we are so grateful for as we give, so shall we receive. As we grow in our giving, we grow in consciousness. As we grow in consciousness, we grow in our giving. Yes, yes. And as we tune in to all of the abundance around us, just feel it. The trees, the leaves, the strands of grass, the bark on the trees, the air. That is the abundance of God that resides within us. So it is from that place that as we are feeling full right now with abundance, it is from that place that we say thank you, thank you, thank you, as we give from our hearts and give from the overflow. And so it is. Amen. Yes. All right. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Oh yes, we have a basket. I'm sorry. We do have a basket up front here if you would like to give. And so as we move into our closing of our service here today, my benediction is on my phone. Do you mind grabbing my phone? Thank you. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Thanks, Julie.
Oh, you have it. Yay, that's easier. All right. So if we can say this together, find the power that resides. Yes, right here and right here. Find that within you as we say this together. We are life. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is all that I am. And life is all that we are. I accept it. I am it. And I share it with all. Just the way it appears, and just the way it appears not. Ready? Thank you, life! Woo! Yes, yes. All right. Come on. You want to bring us on home?
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you, Namaste, to all of you here and to those of you at home and everybody who helped out make the service really amazing, especially you. And this is the Namaste song, so sing along if you know it. I am the song.
You are the melody, I am the voice of harmony, I am the heart of all eternity, I am Namaste, I am the color of diversity, I am the people, remembering to be free. I am the love of all eternity. I am Namaste.
One more time. Yes, I
Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Thank you, Tori, for your technology.
Oh my gosh,
Wisdom
thank you, Tori, for your
expertise.
steady hand.
Thank you, Susan, our board on duty today. Board of Trustees on duty today. Thank you, Nikki Freeman, Julie, and Candace. Thank you, T, and thank you all for being here.